Are people complaining about your price that you charge for welding? You know, people that are your potential customers. You haven't been able to sell them a job yet, but you're trying, and every time you turn around or turn in a quote, you get hit with, no, your price is too high. I'm gonna use this guy down the road that's priced the same job at a third of the price or something of this sort. You're just having trouble selling work, and you're just simply frustrated because people are saying that you charge too much. If this is you, I get it. Here in a minute, I'm gonna share one simple change that you could make to possibly help with this issue. I'm Austin Ross. I've been a mobile welder for about 17 years now, and let me tell you, I have learned a lot of things over the years the hard way, or should I say the more time-consuming way. And one of my goals here on this channel and on this platform that I am humbled to have, thanks to you, is to help you live a better quality of life. And one of the ways I can do that is by helping you learn from my mistakes, therefore learn things faster to help you start making money faster. What I'm gonna share with you today, I just personally learned 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm still learning more in depth today. So if you're just now graduating high school and just now starting your mobile welding business, or maybe you're starting a mobile welding business on the side of your 8 to 5 that you've had for years because you want to sooner or later get out of your 8 to 5 and work for yourself full time, this secret advice that I'm going to share with you, this one simple piece of advice, if acted on, should help you feel weeks, months, years ahead of where I was whenever I was just getting started. That's one of the beautiful things about this digital age that we live in today, is we all now have the opportunity to learn something in just seconds, minutes, hours, literally hours of a day. Just in 1 hour of a day, how much you can learn versus back, 10, 15 years ago even, and definitely long before that. It sometimes took guys like you and I, guys and gals like you and I, years, for instance. For example, myself, learning what I'm gonna share with you today took me 5, 6 plus years, or I could probably even sum it up to more than that, to learn this little bitty thing that I could tweak about my business to help sell more jobs. When I say digital world, I don't mean just watching videos on YouTube and listening to audiobooks, although these are great ways. I also am talking about online courses. If you're new around here and don't know about our online trade school, arosswelding.school, we've built a course to teach you how to build pipe fence, from the sourcing material to the design to, just everything you need to know about designing and building a proper, beautiful pipe fence for yourself or customer. We also have one called the Quick Rig. We designed it with the intentions of helping you just to get started. We've got prints to show you how to build this universal skid in a very affordable fashion, but also in a timely manner. In other words, a very short amount of time. This way you can just get started. You don't have to have it all to just get started, but you have to get started before you can start working towards getting all the tools or as much experience as you want to get, and all the other things that come along with owning a mobile welding rig and a mobile welding business. A couple weeks ago, I posted a video that was titled something along the lines of how to get experience whenever the company won't hire you, and how frustrating that can be. We'll put a card in the top corner of this video, or we will link the video in the description of this video so you can go watch it if you're interested in more detail on that. But one of the things that I mentioned to help start getting experience is to take these courses. So just by taking this Quick Rig course, you are getting experience building your very own skid. Maybe you've never built anything and you need experience. This is just one benefit, a very big benefit in my opinion, to getting started with your mobile welding journey. Like I said, that's arosswelding.school. All right, so before you click off the video, let me tell you what this one thing is that you can change when it comes to trying to get more work with your mobile welding business. And that is target a different customer. That's it. Look for different customers. It's clear that the customers that you are pitching these jobs to, or the customers that are contacting you that wants, XYZ built, it's clear that they don't value whatever you're offering for whatever reason. Either, there's lots of reasons, but one of the reasons could be because they know how to weld, for instance. Like if somebody that has a mobile welding machine like mine, or maybe smaller, but on a trailer, and they got some bottles and they know how to weld, they have a mobile welding trailer, why would they value what Austin Ross is offering? You know what I mean? They're like, even if there's stuff that there is some reasons, but sometimes somebody like that, if they own all the stuff and they know how to do it, sometimes they're blocked by that. And so they're not gonna, even if they can see that you have, you know, equipment to pop holes, or if you have, you know, a couple extra helpers, even if they see that, they're clouded by the fact that, well, I know how to do that. Why should it cost that much? You know, they know too much. Which honestly sucks for them. But I'm just saying, because there are customers that value, that are clear-headed enough to know that, like, okay, I know how to do this, but my time is more spent better on, you know, something that I'm good at, making more money, and so I'm going to hire Austin Ross, or whoever you are, insert your name here, to build my fence, my nice entry fence up front, or to build my shop. You know what I mean? Even though I know how to do it, I'm not really set up, I don't have the systems, it would just be way faster to have them doing it. All I'm getting at is some customers, most likely the ones you've been dealing with, like I said, could be a lot of different reasons, but one of them is because they know too much, or they know how to do what it is, a part of what it is. Maybe not everything, but they know how to do parts of whatever it is that you offer. So here in a second, I'm gonna give a couple different ways you can actually target a different customer. But real quick, I wanted to give an example of a more ideal customer, because I just named a customer that's not ideal, you know, the customer that you know, we've been running into that keeps complaining about our price and whatnot. We've given that customer an example of that customer. An example of the ideal customer for you would be somebody that has no idea how to weld, never seen a weld machine in their life, never touched it, never even been around it. Like, there's people out there that know nothing about welding. You have to really think outside your box here. You know, you got to think about somebody that has not had your life experience. We'll just try to create somebody here, somebody that maybe born in a big town, raised their whole life going to school, good at academics. You know, they went to college to be a doctor, so their whole life was spent in classrooms, and now they've been practicing as a doctor for 15-20 years. They know nothing about welding, but they have a nice house, they have property, and they want somebody to build a nice, you know, entrance, or a nice barn, or anything, whatever it is that you offer. Lots of things that you offer, because your skill set, are super valuable to people like this doctor. Now keep in mind that this can cross over for both of these examples. The first example, the guy that doesn't value what it is that we're offering, there are people like him that own a welding machine and still value and see the value in what you and I are offering. You know, they see our skill set, they see our efficiency, you know, they see all that. So there's still gonna be those customers that know how to do what you're doing, but value what you offer. Same with the doctor. There's going to be doctors that were raised on a farm, you know, that have a welding machine, that, you know, they still have a farm and they're running cattle or whatever. Again, these are just examples, but they have everything, you know, the mobile setup, the welding trailer, and they don't need to hire you and I, or again, that same doctor could be the other guy. He may not value what it is that we're offering, you know what I mean? So it crosses over. I hope that makes sense. If that makes sense, let me know down in the comments below. If it doesn't make sense, say doesn't make sense. But hopefully it's making sense, and I hope this is helpful to you. So 2 ways that I thought of that we could actually, you know, utilize our resources, ourselves or the internet, to target a different client. One way is Facebook ads. Now, I'm not an expert on Facebook ads whatsoever. In fact, that's a overstatement. I know nothing about Facebook ads as far as how to do it or whatever. All I know is they have the option to target a direct person, you know, somebody that like where they live, how old they are, what kind of stuff they've been searching for on the internet. They have access to all this information, so they can literally get right to your phone. You know what I mean? So you can target doctors, you can target whatever, you can target your specific customer. Just get to Googling Facebook ads here on YouTube, Google and searching here on YouTube about Facebook ads, and you'll know what I'm talking about. You can literally target a specific audience. Or maybe Facebook ads isn't your thing. Maybe you're a small one-man band like myself, and you want to take the more, authentic, slower route, you can try the route that I've been taking to target a different customer, and that is learning to say no to these customers that are complaining about your prices. You know what I mean? Trying to, we call them tire kickers, the customers that they just don't want to pay very much. They don't value what it is that you're offering. So learning to say no to them. This is something that I've been practicing, and it has been very, very helpful. There's a lot of different ways to do this. I use the term filter systems. There's a couple different ways. One is by giving a ballpark number over the phone, because if somebody calls or emails you and wants you to do something, if you can just give a ballpark, even if it is an hourly rate, if you're like, hey, I charge $200 an hour, and you know what I mean, 10-hour minimum or whatever, you know what I mean, give them a ballpark. Or if it's literally a project that, like a metal deck, for instance, that you've built a couple times before, what it's valued at, how long it takes you, about, what it costs. Just say, yeah, it's going to cost you at least $5,000, or it's going to cost you at least $7,000 over the phone. That right there might just be the ticket that they needed. They might know instantly that, like, oh, I can't afford that, so I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Filter system. Like I said, there's several different ways that businesses have learned over the years to do this. Now that you've seen this video, you will probably notice it in companies that you do business with. For example, a company that builds metal buildings or carports or something, and they have an online presence, they usually have a form, an online form that you fill out with all these options. They make the customer put in the time to put in all these options before they even get a phone call, or before they even get a quote, to see if the customer's serious. It's not always just to, what I'm getting at is, it's not always just to see if the customer is serious. A lot of times that kind of stuff is literally a value add for the customer. Like, some customers like being able to do that in their own time, and playing with it, this, that, and the other. But my whole point is a lot of times they put them forms in there. That way the customer can get an idea without having to call a customer service person or a business owner. This way the business owner doesn't have to sit there and talk on the phone, or any of the business owner's employees. They don't have to be on the phone with somebody that's not serious, if they can just get up front and answer that, like, this is either in my price range or it's not. It's a time-saving measure, but it's also good for getting the customers that you want in front of you and that you want to do work for. Now, this is very nuanced. This may or may not be your situation. Some of this information may or may not have helped you in your situation. Kayla is actually working on a branding and marketing course that helps with a bunch of this. She's literally going to walk you through, if you take the course, it's called the Boomtown Your Business course. If you take this course, she's literally going to walk you through how to answer a lot of these questions right at the beginning of your business. Or even if you've been in business a while, but you kind of need a restructure, or you're feeling, too spread out, and you need to, you're not making enough money, but you're super busy. Like, there's a lot of different difficulties that we've all come to. Some of you may know what I'm talking about right now, but you're struggling in your business, or you're just starting your business. She literally walks you through in this course how to identify who you are as a company, what you want to offer, the kind of customers you want to cater to, etc. There's a whole process for it, and Kayla's a genius at it. If you are interested in this course whenever it is done, you can go to our trade school website that I mentioned earlier in this video, arosswelding.school, and get on the email list there. Once you're on that email list, we will send you emails whenever we have sales on any of our courses there in the trade school, or whenever that course is done, we'll definitely send out emails and we will let you know. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please let me know. I would love to hear if it was helpful. Like I said, one of my goals here on this channel is to help you live a better quality of life. I can do that by sharing the mistakes I make on projects. I can do that by sharing what I learned yesterday, sharing what I learned 10 years ago, sharing what I'm about to learn, as I'm learning it. A lot of times I try to share it in my videos here on this channel, but I love hearing directly from you in the comments if it was helpful. That just lets me know that I'm helping you. And so Let me know if it's helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Have an awesome weekend. Drink plenty of coffee. And remember, learn something every day.